You know what they say about crossing the line in professional wrestling. There's entertainment, there's drama, and then there's going too far. And CM Punk just stepped over that line in a way that has the entire wrestling world talking. Monday Night Raw ended with a moment so shocking, so personal, that even veterans like Bully Ray are questioning whether it should have ever been said. CM Punk looked Roman Reigns dead in the eyes and told him he's going to bury him at WrestleMania right next to his father. The arena went silent. The tribal chief froze, and the fallout has been explosive. Sika Anoa'i, Roman's father and WWE Hall of Famer, passed away in June 2024, and his death was caused by a heart attack at age 79. The man was a legend who built an empire with his bare hands alongside his brother Afa as the Wild Samoans. They've dominated the tag team division, won championships, and laid the foundation for what would become the most powerful dynasty in wrestling history. Roman himself has called his father's impact on his family profound and irreplaceable. So when Punk decided to weaponize that grief, to turn a son's loss into a punchline for shock value, he didn't just attack Roman Reigns the character. He attacked Joseph Anoa'i the man. And the Samoan dynasty isn't taking it lightly. Nia Jax, Roman's cousin and current women's tag team champion alongside Lash legend, just fired back at the world heavyweight champion in an interview that's making waves across the wrestling community. When asked about Punk's disturbing comments, Nia didn't hold back, stating that small men bark the loudest. She pointed out how Punk said his piece and immediately walked away, not giving Roman a chance to respond. Nia emphasized that her family has demonstrated their physical capabilities over the last 3 decades, reminding everyone that the Samoan dynasty doesn't just talk, they deliver. But here's what makes Nia's response so powerful. She didn't just defend Roman. She called Punk by his real name, Phil, stripping away the persona and the championship accolades. She made it clear that when WrestleMania comes around, the person reigning over Phil will be none other than the OTC. The original tribal chief. That's not just confidence, that's a promise from a family that has dominated this business since before most of us were even born. And Nia isn't the only member of the Bloodline ready to go to war over this. Jey Uso, who's been aligned with CM Punk for months now, completely turned on him after hearing those comments. Main Event Jey took to his Instagram stories threatening to come after Punk himself. Think about that for a second. Jey and Punk have been working together, building a bond on Monday Night Raw, but the moment Punk disrespected the family patriarch, all of that went out the window. Because at the end of the day, blood is thicker than alliances. Family comes first. Always. What CM Punk did on Raw wasn't just a promo. It was a declaration of war against an entire family tree. The Anoa'i family isn't just some wrestlers who happen to be related. This is a dynasty that stretches back generations. From the Wild Samoans to Yokozuna, from Rikishi to The Rock, from the Usos to Roman Reigns. This family has shaped professional wrestling as we know it. They've held more championships than most people can count. They've main evented WrestleManias. They've created moments that will live forever in wrestling history.
So when Punk decided to mock the passing of the man who started it all, he didn't just poke the bear. He walked into the cave and challenged every bear inside. Zilla Fatu, another member of the real-life Bloodline, posted on social media adding Punk to his target list alongside names like Booker T and Bubba Ray. The message is clear. You come for one of us, you come for all of us. But let's talk about the elephant in the room. Was this line even necessary? Wrestling thrives on intensity and personal stories, but there's a difference between compelling television and exploiting real tragedy for a reaction. Bully Ray himself said that Roman appeared shocked and frozen by the comment, noting that the line felt forced and didn't fit with the rest of the promo. When a veteran who's seen and done it all in this business questions the purpose of a line, that should tell you something. The thing is, CM Punk didn't need to go there. The story between him and Roman Reigns was already white hot. Punk is the current World Heavyweight Champion after defeating Jey Uso last November when Seth Rollins got injured. Roman won the Royal Rumble on January 31st, earning his shot at the title. The last time Roman held a world championship, he had it for 1,316 days, the longest reign in modern WWE history. These two don't need cheap heat. Their legacies speak for themselves. WrestleMania 42 in Las Vegas is only 45 days away. The stage is set for what could be one of the biggest matches in recent memory. You've got the original tribal chief, the man who carried WWE on his back for over 3 years, going up against the best in the world. a man who walked away from wrestling only to return and remind everyone why he's one of the greatest to ever do it. The clash of egos, the clash of styles, the clash of generations. It was already must-see television, but now there's something deeper at play. This isn't just about a championship anymore. This is about respect. This is about family. This is about a line that was crossed and whether CM Punk will have to answer for it when the bell rings at Allegiant Stadium. Because here's what Nia Jax understands that maybe Punk doesn't. The Samoan dynasty has been proving people wrong for decades. They've been counted out, disrespected, and challenged by the best in the business, and every single time, they've risen to the occasion. Punk might be feeling confident right now. He's got the title, he got the last word on Raw, but he's also made enemies out of people who don't forget and don't forgive easily. The Bloodline operates as a unit, and when you attack their legacy, when you mock their fallen patriarch, you better be ready for the consequences. If you've been following this story, if you're as invested in this as I am, do me a favor, hit that like button, because this is the kind of wrestling drama that reminds us why we love this business. Drop a comment and let me know where you stand. Was Punk's line too far, or is everything fair game in the build to WrestleMania? And if you haven't already, subscribe to WrestleCore because we're going to be covering every single twist and turn as we head toward the biggest show of the year. This story is far from over, and you're not going to want to miss what happens next. The war has just begun.